I can find a spot to sit. Come on in, come around this way. Welcome to the Lander Center Kitchen. This is where we do 100% of everything that you would ever eat here. We are absolutely thrilled to have the Angelo Po partnership with us. And I'm going to turn it over to Chef.
That's all you're going to say?
That's it. That's it, baby.
Okay, first of all, a short story about Angelo Po. Angelo Po is a company in Italy. Since 1922 they make, not combis, kitchen equipment. They are the inventors of the Combi steamer. Angelo Po is not known in the United States because they were making Combi steamers for any other companies, different companies that were selling them under their own name. 2 years ago they decided to come into the country with their own name, beefing the Combi up, because we know in America it's completely different than in Europe. They beat the shit out of equipment.
Go America.
Okay? So they beefed it up, and we have no special Combi only for the United States. They make combis for 46 years, longer than anybody else. And I'm working with combis for 36 years. When I came in the United States in '91 for the Belgian embassy, and there were 2 combis on the market at that time. Now there are 19 on the market. Who has a combi in their kitchen? Well, what's cool? No combis, Chef?
I didn't have the space for it.
Okay, we need to fix that.
All right.
You have combis? Okay. Who else has combis?
What was the reason two combis that started the market?
Grown, and rational. In '91, I know it's in '90. Say something about rational later. So what is a combi?
Yeah, I know.
What is a combi? It's a convection mold, it's a convection oven, it's a combi steamer, and it's a steamer. That's what they all do. Okay? But ours do much more than that. Because the day of today, with the controls that we have and all the inventions that they did, we have much more than that. If I have in a convection oven and I go to low temperature, between 110 and 130 degrees, no fan speed, and I suck all the air out of the combi, what do I have? That's for the students. I gotta make some questions. What?
Doesn't that make that process now a sous-vide process?
That's not a sous-vide. Sous-vide, you need humidity, you need water for sous-vide. Think, I suck all the humidity out. There you go. Dehydrated. We have a dehydrator. Okay? In convection mode. We can go to 556 degrees. So we have special grills that we can grill in the oven. I have a grill also in my oven. If I go to steam and I want to do spinach leaves or kale, or kale. If I do that in another oven, what's going to happen? They're going to say you have to cover it because it's going to blow around. We have a static fan. It's not going to blow around. It's going to nicely steam, and the lever is going to stay there. Just like dehydration. If I dehydrate herbs, they're going to stay there. They're not going to blow around. Okay? Now in steam. Steam is what temperature normally? 212. Steam is invisible. You cannot see steam. When you open the door, then you're going to see steam. These are the vapors. But steam is invisible. You have different kinds of steam. You have 212 to create steam. Okay? Every steamer that you know, it's 212 degrees. In a combi steamer, I can go to super steam. 257 degrees. Super steam. Super hot. Super fast. But why not higher? Any idea why I can go higher? If I go at 257 degrees, that's the highest temperature that I can create steam to 100%. If I go higher, we're going to create pressure. Or the steam is going to evaporate. The oven is going to let go the steam all by himself. Okay, now I can go lower. If I do 170% of 170 degrees of steam, it's actually not more steam. Steam is 212. It's humidity control. I do poaching, right? I cook my vegetable, all green vegetables, at 170, 175 degrees. Why? They keep longer green, and I keep the nutrition in my food. Right. It may cook a little longer, but I have better food, and it's going to keep longer also. It's not. It's in the old times where they have their ovens every day, every morning, put all the ovens on, all the gases on 500 degrees. That's over. That passed. We don't cook that way anymore. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna put my steamer at 130, 135 degrees, and 100% of steam on a low fan speed. What do I have? You said it before. Sous-vide cooker. So we have a sous-vide cooker. Everybody knows, students, you all know what sous-vide is? Anybody? You know what sous-vide is? Cooking in a plastic bag? Well,
so do you use a bag for that, or you just?
Yeah. You take the bag and you put the bag onto the racks, and you cook it at the temperature you wish.
Wow.
But what we do also with Angelo Po, not only we do sous vide. The day after day they do sous vide in a fish tank. I call it a fish tank.
Yeah, it's a fish tank.
With a circle. What you do with that fish tank when you're done, it's in your way, right? No, you need 2 fish tanks, because you need, when it's cooked, you need to put it in an ice bag.
An ice bag, yeah.
Okay. Now can you HACCP control that?
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Well, I have a sous vide probe on my oven. I put my probe in my meat through the bag with a special tape, and I can HACCP control my cooking on sous vide. Nobody does that.
Hey, I got a question. So if you cook it in sous vide mode, does it take as long as it normally does in a regular sous vide? It does? Okay.
Yeah. But I control the temperature.
Right.
So if I do chicken or beef or anything, I have the correct temperature. I'm not guessing with time anymore.
Okay.
Okay, no. What we have on our oven also, your ice bath to cool off. I have my blast chiller. Not in the oven, not in the oven. Another machine.
Oh, okay.
Another
That's gonna blow my
machine.
mind if you came up with that. You know?
Another machine underneath or on the side, so I can do cook and chill, fully HACCP control.
Okay.
Nobody can.
So how long does it take in that blast chiller? What's the time frame to get it from 130 or 140 to?
It depends how thick your meat is, and I don't know.
Okay.
It's the same thing. If you say primer, how long does it take to cook? I don't know.
It depends on the size.
How long does it take to finish? Well, I look at my probe and say, well, 25 degrees more. But I don't know. I don't cook with time. You cook with time for pastries and things like that. But not on meats. Not when you cook with the probe. Now, on the controls, they are really easy to control. It's tempered glass, by the way, because we don't want you to use any utensils to control the board, like they do with the other ovens, and if it's plastic, they break it. Okay, yes, sir?
So can the temperature be lowered to the point where it becomes a proofer as well?
Proofer? Yes, in Combi steam. 5% of steam to 90 degrees, 85 degrees, it goes all the way to room temperature. Okay? I can even go lower than room temperature by using a trick. Now that you asked that. You see that box on top here? It's a smoker. So in this oven, by having the smoker outside the oven, I can do cold smoke and hot smoke. So my gravlax, I can make it myself. By just putting some ice pads in the oven, and I keep my temperature of the oven at 42 degrees. And I still have the smoke. Nobody can do that because they have their smoking box inside the oven. Okay, it takes room up, so I don't have that much room. And what you need to create smoke, you need heat. So it heats your cavity up. Okay?
So is that's connected to the oven? There's a
Yeah, what we do, we create smoke in here and we bring this
oh.
down and it sucks the smoke into the oven.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Okay, that's another thing, a smoker.
Yeah.
Cold and hot smoke. Easy to open door.
Question, another question here.
I got a question. How much would this machine cost?
That's when it gets quiet.
How many thousands of dollars would it cost?
I'm gonna say 20% less than any competition.
Let me, if you don't mind, Chef, if you look around my kitchen, you're going to see a couple of things. A rationale that's 16 years old. When it was brand new, it's $42,000. A BKI that is 2 years old, $28,000.
Is it still working?
The rationale works when I want it. It takes a month off all the time.
Yeah.
Now, Chef, you may remember I used to have a 20-pan rationale
Yeah.
that actually left me in a lurch in the middle of a 400-person dinner. Guess where that is?
In the trash.
Unfortunately, we're county government, so I can't throw
Oh,
it away,
okay.
but it's in a little corner.
Yeah.
Until I can
Depreciating
get rid of it.
writing it off.
And unfortunately, I did not know about Angelo Po at the time, so I bought the BKI. The last thing I'm going to interrupt with is rocket science to run this,
Yeah.
college degree, maybe engineering,
Well, I'm good today then.
high school.
High school diploma.
But by far, simply because of what we go through every day, this has a more quality cook, a faster time, and one thing that you're all going to figure out, some of our chefs already know, the cleanup is automatic.
No
There
touch.
is nothing else that you have to do except set the clean mode and leave.
So back to the question I asked, how much is it?
Yeah. So tell me how long you
This
had
one,
that.
since it's used, if you want to buy it today,
But if
$17,600.
it's new, how's it?
A little more.
About 40%.
Chef, when
It
you do,
depends on the dealer you work on. Okay? We have a list price.
Here she is right
We
here.
have all sorts of questions.
Yeah, we have a list price, but it depends on the dealer you work with, and she is our dealer. She's gonna make you the best price you
We
can
got a
get.
couple of questions back here.
I have a question. I'm a baker. How consistent is that top to bottom? As far as
100%.
heat? Because I know a lot of the ovens and
No
Hot
turning,
Yeah.
no turning pans, 100% consistent.
so there's no hot spots anywhere.
There's no hot spots, no. And why is that? Because the fan is turning this way, stops and turning the other way. And you can control, and you have 5 fan speed control, that you really can control the airflow like anything.
That smells good, y'all. Just open the door. Go ahead with it.
okay, my question is, if it go down, how long before we can get somebody to come repair it?
Could I answer that for you, Chef?
So the
He
service
used
guy, where is the service guys over here in Memphis?
GPI,
Hmm?
the old GSI, GSC.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I thought I had a sticker on it. General Parts, thank you.
General
It's
Parts.
the old GCS.
All the parts are
but now it's General Parts. They're all in Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say I'm rolling, because this was the question I had 15 years ago whenever they came out with the rationale.
And I work
We-
with
we-
those.
And we had a chef's meeting, right? And so the guy's doing a demo with the rationale, the chef was. And so Chef Kevin and I and several other guys are standing back there saying, if he completes the demo and that thing doesn't break down, we might consider buying one. Right when the guy was trying to finish and show one last cooking method, he started pushing the buttons and the thing froze up on him. And I was like, aha! So now that's me on a weekend, I've got 500, what do I do? Because I've gotten rid of all of my deep fryers and steamers and other stuff. Where
Pay
does
for
that
that.
leave me? So,
Yeah.
That works. That's the same thing with any other equipment. If your gas goes down, or if your kettle goes down, it's made by human beings. You know, if you maintain it, it's gonna be better off, of course. But sometimes people don't clean it. They abuse it. They don't use the water filter. They don't clean it. Well, you know.
So you got to have preventive maintenance, or daily maintenance.
No, this one is just cleaning. That's it. That's
Oh,
all. That's the only thing you need. There's no boiler, like with the rational. There's no boiler. It's boilerless, so you don't have to delime it. If you have the water filtered,
So y'all be
well, your computer at home breaks down too. You know, if there's a virus in it, what are you gonna do?
That's why I write stuff down all the time.
Well, yeah, but you still, if you're in the kitchen as a chef and being a good chef, you're gonna say, well, my oven is down. How am I gonna fix it?
Right.
I need to fix it. I'm without an oven, so you're gonna try to fix it.
So there's local repair people here.
Yes, everywhere.
And
All
I
over-
think that was the question we were getting to.
all over the United States.
Oh.
Yes, we're all set up, and I have my ovens. I have them already everywhere. In the big casinos, Caesars in Las Vegas, the Wynn, the MGM, the Lexor, the Harris Casino. I have them in schools. I have Universal Studios in California. I have them in the Sheraton in Hawaii. That's where I go next week.
I think our point is, like, you know, Memphis being a small town, if I were to buy one of those, is there someone
There's
local that
support.
could repair it or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's the question.
Yes.
I have a question. How many of those are in use now in this market? Like just,
In here?
Memphis and Sous-vide.
Not that many. 2 or 3 or something like. 2 or 3. We just started. We just started in January. No, in December last year. Not last year. The year before. 16 and 15. We were selling the first ovens, and I have around 160 ovens in Southern America. I'm not going to talk about Northern
Oh,
America.
okay.
We just sold our first unit to the Shelby County School System. So and they don't really like combis, but they see the advantage of having steam. You know, maybe the steamer is built in, so I don't have to buy another steamer to go underneath the hood. I can use the combi to do that. So,
The nice thing on that control, so if I just go to manual, I go up, highlight it, and I can go from convection mode to combi to steam. Then I put my parameters in there for the temperature, the time, the probe, the amount of steam, the fans, and the fan speed. Okay, just a quick overview. Automatic cooking is where you have cooking programs that are installed by the company that you not can change. On the cooking files, that's where you have your own recipes that you make up, your own recipes. Me as a chef, you as a chef, you're gonna say, I create my own recipes, right? That's what we want. But the nice thing also, what we have here, I heard there's somebody here from schools or something like that. We have all K-12 recipes in here for the schools.
Wow.
The only thing they have to do, we put them all, what we do for the schools in Florida, I put all the recipes in favorites. And the school ladies, they say, we are cooking with angels. We only go to favorites, put a recipe, push start, and we are working.
Makes their job a whole lot easier.
Oh, yes. Banqueting and regeneration on special cooking. This is something that nobody has. And like I said, the smoking, cold and hot smoking. Pasteurizing. Canning. Nobody has that. We are the only one.
So
HACCP control.
So if we're canning, pickling, or whatever else, and we're using mason jars,
The glass jars?
Yeah.
Yes. We have one.
ooh, that's nice.
One special thing that goes on one lid, okay, and then you use the probe. Put it in one lid, and it has a
And it does the
it
frog.
shows
And it
it
does
in the
the frog.
catalog too.
Wow. You know what? I need to get your catalog because I might have some fun.
Chef Lee.
Students are in for
Imagine
it
that,
now.
chef. Your students are pointing at it.
Yeah. Hey, I like that.
Low temperature cooking, dehydrated delta T cooking. What's delta T cooking?
What is it?
Delta T cooking.
Delta T cooking. What is that?
Okay. Delta T cooking is a special way of cooking big pieces. Like the prime rib I did, it's Delta T cooking. It's where the oven follows the temperature of your meat. I set my Delta T, if I set it at 40 degrees, and my meat is at 40 degrees when it goes in, the oven is going to heat up until 80 degrees, follow the meat until it matches at the internal temp that I asked.
Right.
Why do we do that? Less shrinkage. I can reach a 10% of shrinkage instead of 30% of shrinkage in a regular oven, or or a 25% shrinkage in an ultrasound where they boil the meat. Sorry.
I do have an auto sham. All right. Yeah.
It's okay. It's boiled.
Yeah.
It's boiled in his own moist.
And you're right.
Auto-sham makes
You
other
know,
products
I
besides
I
boiling.
sear it first and then I cook.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have, if I were to have one, do I have the option of, as a baker, there are sometimes where the baking time is not quite exact. Do I have the option of not using a timer?
Yeah.
On without, I mean, I give it 20 minutes, it's not done. It only needs maybe a minute or two, but I need to double check
I
it.
give you seconds.
There you go.
But I would have to set the timer though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that thing, vacuum cooking or sous vide cooking. Multi-easy.
Chef, I want to go back to the sous vide because that just kind of gets me. So literally, once I vacuum seal my product, all I have to do is put it in there on a sheet pan, and it's good.
No, on the racks.
On the racks. Wow. Okay. and I can cook a whole lot more than I can in that little.
In that little fish tank.
You can make it extra fish.
Okay, multi-easy cooking and a multi-timer. A multi-timer is where I can set 20 different times to cook 20 different products at the same temperature. Okay? Don't think I have different temperature at the oven. The oven cavity has one temperature, but I can cook different times for different products. But then I have to follow the racks. Okay? Multi-easy is where I put the name of the product in the programs. When I say the peas, the carrots, the broccoli, the thing, and I'm steaming, and when the peas are ready, it's going to say peas are ready, or the carrots are ready. Okay? This kind of dummy proof, I call it.
How many probes does it have, Chef?
The-
How many probes does it have? One?
it has one probe, but you can use the sous vide probe, and you can use them at the same time. Automatic cleaning, like we said, the cleaning is completely automatic. You don't have to touch the chemicals. And the big advantage also, if you're in cleaning, so let's say he put it in cleaning, I still have to cook my food, and he forgot. So if with the other companies you put it in cleaning for 2 hours, you're stuck. You don't have enough. I can interrupt my cleaning. 3 minutes later, I have my cleaning back. Nobody else has it. Settings, that's for the time, service, HACCP control, of course, and download and upload programs. Too bad I don't have my key with me. I had my last demo, I left it somewhere in Kansas City, and they're shipping it to me. But I can make, from one USB key, I can make a recipe book with pictures. So everybody in the kitchen would have a USB key, bring up the recipe, he has all the ingredients and the pictures. I'm gonna go a step further. I can make a training movie where I show you how to clean the onions, how to prepare them, and how to finish everything until it's on the plate in one movie. So I can play a movie on it here, a training movie. Now why is that so important? If you, 1 minute. Why is that so important? If I 100 restaurants and I have a corporate chef who makes all the recipes, if I don't have that movie, I have to send that corporate chef all over the country. Now I send one USB key all over the country. And they all preparing the same stuff. Okay? What I didn't discuss, that I forgot actually, Why are we better than the other ones? Everybody use 3 or 4 stainless steel, like on the outside, the tables and all, has 3 or 4. We use 360 marina grade stainless steel. That's way harder. It's not so porous. So if you do smoke, it's not going to smell like smoke. If you do fish, it's not going to smell like fish. It's cleaning much better and it's much stronger. Okay? Nobody has that either. Yes, sir.
How is this machine hard to turn into a fry fryer?
How?
Fry fryer?
A fryer.
Yeah.
Do I? If I can do fries, yeah.
How to turn into a fryer, deep fryer.
It's oven fry. It's oven fry. It's where you go first in Combi when you put frozen fries or chicken nuggets or like for schools. You start first in Combi. When you cook in Combi, you create a seal around the product that the natural moisture is not escaping. Once it's hot, you open the vent and you go to convection mode where you crisp off the outside. But it's for oven ready fried product. It's not. You cannot make fries from scratch like it is from raw potatoes. That doesn't work. If you do breaded stuff, like a breaded chicken breast or escallops, you have to spray it with oil to be able to fry it. Okay? You had another question?
No, I actually was about to answer. I was trying to answer the question.
Anything? Any more questions? I was very quick. I'm trying to.
We got food.
We got food.
So you come and teach everybody, or somebody comes and teaches you how to use
Every oven set that is sold, we send a chef out to teach a whole day, not 4 hours, a whole day until you understand everything. But after 3 hours, you're going to kick us out because it's so easy. Yes, sir. Outside you should have a sleep. Okay, we're gonna start serving, right?
Yep. Guys, if y'all want to go and make your way back into the dining room in room 6.